Power. Most people want power. Some people attain the power that they want. Some that attain that power, it drives them insane, or at least to a point of sometimes abusing that power. Throughout the ages of time, there have been many, many powerful people, some of which have helped benefit the society they live in, others who have almost destroyed it. During the Baroque and Renaissance period, Henry VIII was one that comes to mind as a clear winner of his abuse of power. Henry VIII not only ruled England with an iron fist, but tried to change the Catholic Church and Christian faith to better serve his wants and desires. Henry VIII even had people killed who opposed his views and what he was trying to change in the church. He was King of England from the 21st of April in 1509, about age of 18, until his death of the ripe old age of 56 in January of 1547. He was Lord and later assumed the kingship of Ireland and continued the nominal claim by English monarchs to the Kingdom of France. Henry VIII was the second monarch of the Tudor dynasty, succeeding his father, Henry VII. Besides his 6 marriages, Henry VIII is known for his role in the separation of the Church of England from the Roman Catholic Church. His disagreements with the Pope led to his separation of the Church of England from papal authority, with himself as king, as the supreme head of the Church of England, and to the dissolution of the monasteries. Because his principal dispute was with papal authority rather than with doctrinal matters, he remained a believer in core Catholic theological teachings, despite his excommunication from the Roman Catholic Church. Now, the one thing that stands to mind is Henry VIII's 6 marriages, which is what essentially led to the separation of the Church of England and the Roman Catholic Church. You see, once Henry VIII's first wife, Catherine of Aragon, would not produce a son, he started courting another woman, which, of course, in the eyes of the Roman Catholic Church, you can't do that. Actually, in most Christian faith, you can't do that. So, instead of getting an annulment and legally divorcing his wife, which at the time Roman Catholics didn't do, he sought to have her tried for treason, clear abuse of his power, and had her beheaded, which is almost the same thing that happened to all but 2 of his other wives, who were tried for treason and beheaded. But his abuse of power didn't stop there. He made many, many changes to the English Constitution. And it was almost as if no one could stop him. As he got older and finally had a son, he kind of calmed down, but not as much as you might think. Even on his deathbed, he still had questionable practices. But as far as the biggest abuse of power was the fact that he, as king, could stand above all of his wives that he had beheaded because he was king.